Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Damia binti Muhammad Nur. So today I'm going to talk about subtopic 2, which is concrete works at construction site. So we will form group 3 and I'm going to explain for the procedure of casting and placing of concrete. So firstly, concrete mix must be near at the site, which is this will be easier to worker doing the concrete mix near to the site. Next, must be placed layer by layer. The concrete mix must be placed layer by layer. After that, concrete must be placed as possible to prevent from hardening, because when it harden, it will be difficult to worker want to concrete to mix the concrete together when you're doing the concrete to mix the building site. Moreover, make sure every layer must be compact before the next layer. Make sure the concrete mix must be compact before the next layer. After that, space to casting the concrete from formwork at the construction site must be less than 1.2 meter. So the distance from the construction site and concrete mix must be less than 1.2 meter, so it can easily the worker doing the job. Finally, must be casting layer by layer. The concrete must be casting by layer by layer, so it can easily absorb. So the concrete can easily to absorb, which is it will be easy to worker doing a job during the construction site.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sahadia binti Zainuri. The next slide, I want to explain and present about purpose and method of the compacting concrete. The first purpose is compaction increases the ultimate strength of a concrete and enhances the bond with the reinforcement. Two, it also increases the abrasion of the concrete, decrease the permeability and help to minimize its shrinkage and creep characteristics. 3. Concrete shreds. When it is set, hards and crack will be developed within a void. And lastly, reinforcement steel will not be well covering. The next is types of the vibrator and steel. Concrete vibrator. 1. Needle vibration is the needle is usually chosen on the basis of the concrete work. Second, external vibration or the formwork vibrator is a more suitable vibrator for the concreting the column, thinks wall or the precast members. 3. Table vibrator. And 4. Surface vibrator and screed vibrator. For the steel roof, 1 is a hot roller deformers bar. Is a used steel reinforcement for RCC structure. And second, mill steel planes bar is they bars are used for small project where the major concern is the economy. 3. Cold woven steel. And lastly is a pre-stressing steel bar is using the form of straits or tenders.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Rifi Zahani and I want to present about the advantage and disadvantage of compacting concrete using vibrator and steel rod. So using vibrator, advantage is we can avoid honeycomb structure. Honeycomb structure is when the mortar or the cement fail to completely fill in the space between coarse aggregate particle leaving irregular voids or any stony zone in the concrete. So if you use vibrator, the possibility of the concrete to crack is low. The second one is structure with heavy reinforcement can be easily compacted. The third one is low water cement ratio. water-cement ratio is used to control the workability and the compressive strength of the concrete. So nowadays, with self-consolidating concrete, it's possible to decrease the water-cement ratio significantly and increase the compressive strength. So the fourth one is work speed increase. The disadvantage of using vibrator is over vibration causes additional power consumption. It's like if you hold the vibrator, if you hold the machine for too long, the water and the aggregate will separate each other and consider some problem with the strength and aesthetic of the concrete. The second one is noise. We know that the vibrator is the machine, so machine make a sound, so the noise level is not good to people. The third one is special assistance is required to operate them as it may harm people on site. As I just told you just now, that the vibrator is a machine, so we cannot give to people who don't know how to use the machine, as it can be dangerous to the people. Only skill level can operate the equipment. So next, if using steel rod, the advantage is first labor reduction. Second is we can save labor charging of consumption and vibration, as the concrete is very dense and high flowability. So the third one is it provides superior strength and durability compared with the same grades of self-compacted concrete. The fourth one is fast placement without vibration. The last one is we can provide lowering noise level since the material is genuinely dense and robust. So the disadvantage using steel rod is we use individual formwork. Second one is we mix with a certain admixture like water retaining admixture, super plasticizer to enhance the workability. Third is hard to control the quality. Fourth one is if we using steel rod, we require more trial batch mixing as they cannot be done at the site. Hence, it will take more capacity. It will take full capacity mixer, which is not appropriate for small residential work. So the last one is we use viscosity modifying agent to reduce the aggregate segregation with amount of fluidity.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Roberta Azra binti Amran, or you can call me Azra. I will continue our group presentation for today. Method of concrete curing. First, let's see what's the meaning of concrete curing. What is concrete curing? As you can see in the slide, curing is a process of controlling the rate and extent of moisture loss from concrete during cement hydration, which means it is a way to prevent water loss from concrete. As we know, the purpose of concrete curing is to avoid moisture loss from concrete, but it is also to ensure the concrete achieves the desired compressive strength and to prevent the occurrence of cracks on concrete surfaces. So let's see the method of concrete curing. First, we can cover the concrete surface with gunny sack, plastic or straw. As you can see in the picture shown, the concrete surface is covered with gunny sack. So this method is to prevent cracks. It is also to trap water inside and to regulate its temperature. Okay, the next method is to spray the concrete surface with water. This method is also known as moist curing. So moist curing allows the moisture in the concrete to evaporate slowly. It is also increase concrete strength. So the third method is coating chemicals such as silica compound on concrete surfaces. This method makes the concrete harder or stronger and more abrasion resistant at the surface. So the last method is to use water vapor or steam curing. So this method is to obtain high early strength. So from our presentation for today, you will get to learn the procedures of casting and placing of concrete, the purpose and method of compacting concrete, advantages and disadvantages of compacting concrete using vibrator and steel rod, and the method of concrete curing. I hope that our presentation will help you to understand about the basic concepts of concrete works at the construction sites. That's it from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.